All right. How are we doing today, Squall?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Had a pretty decent meal, so I'm happy.
Noise.
So, if you guys don't know who I am, I'm Pixel Shep over on Twitch and over on TikTok, as well as YouTube. Today I am welcomed here by... Oh, he's taking a sip.
The one and only Squall Rush. I was like, gosh. I knew that was my cue. I was like, oh crap.
Shit.
Yeah. So I am Squall Rush, gamer, podcaster, anime enjoyer. So yeah. Basically, we're both Pokemon TCG pocket heads. We're both streamers, gamers of all sorts. Love posting what we love to do out in the world for you all to see and enjoy. Hopefully you guys can learn a thing or two from whatever we play and do. So it's pretty much us. Let's see, announcements. I've been posting a lot of Pokemon TCG Pocket Deck videos lately. I've been pumping them out. This booster pack is one of those 2 booster packs where it's a 2-in-1. So they gave us a lot of content to work with, a lot of things to make new Pokemon TCG Pocket decks with. So I've been on a grind. I've been pushing out them videos out into YouTube and Rumble pretty often. I did just post one yesterday, my Malamar deck video. So if you want to see it, check it out on YouTube and Rumble. Please do on the YouTube side. I could use the watch hours. I'm trying to get monetized. We hit 1,000, so monetization is the next goal there. But besides that, hit our link trees if Pixel Ship has one. Hit our Discord, which he does have one. So we got a shared one and our own separate ones. So check those out. Join it if you want to be a part of it. And that's pretty much it from my end. Take it away, Pixel Ship.
I do actually have an announcement myself as well. I will be entering another tournament this weekend, Saturday at 6 p.m. CST. Was it 7 p.m. EST? And then I don't know what it is for your time zone. I'm still learning all of them. But it is the continued Flag Series tournament. The series that's been going on all year. It has officially been moved onto an official tournament site, a new one actually, kind of like what's it called, Limitless, but this one seems to be more pointed towards Pocket only. So I'm gonna go ahead and post that link down in the chat here and pin that as well. So if anybody wants to sign up, it's open to anybody and everybody. The only restrictions are no Megas and no Rampardos, and you have to use Pokemon that's fighting type only. So we're definitely going to be seeing a lot of Lucario decks. But
That's
non-Mega. Non-Mega Lucario decks. They have to be not Megas. I'm going to run my fighting type deck that won me the championship one time. And it is going to be a Garchomp Lucario mix. The Garchomp EX. And that's how I won last time against I don't remember. Oh, it was a Champions theme, so you had to use Pokemon that were in like the championship finals of the actual Pokemon series. So like Cynthia had a Garchomp, so I used Garchomp. Ash had his Lucario, so I used Lucario and Garchomp. Some people were running Skarmory, which I didn't know Skarmory was in a championship, and I was like, all right, cool. And so, yeah, that was the day I finally won the tournament.
Oh snap! Okay, congrats, yeah.
Nani? I will be also doing a little thing for anybody who joins the first stream that I do of Tomodachi Life, or Tomodachi Life, whatever it's called, with the Miis, and everyone's got their own little islands and stuff like that. So the first 70 people who show up, I'm gonna be writing their names down on a list, and the first 70 who show up are gonna be the first, are gonna be the only ones I'll make for my island. So the first 70 who show up will get their own little me character on that island that I have to then take care of. So I'm gonna be doing that stream probably sometime next weekend after the tournament, so Sunday. I'll be doing that stream. Other than that, I really don't have anything else to go on about. So let's get right into talking about these cards.
Yes, sir. So we got a lot to talk about.
Oh,
Let's take a look here. Let's first talk about the EXs.
okay.
We'll go down the list. I think I figured out how to isolate my voice on Discord so you are not hearing the music.
It's fine. You just had to hear my alarm, so I guess it's fair.
Alright. First on the list, homie, Mega Sceptile. What do we think? Good or bad?
I think, I don't know if we talked about this guy before, but I definitely think he's just Mega Blaziken. Because, you know, Mega Blaziken, he does 120 for 2 energy, removes an energy, and then you're burned, so that's 140 damage. Mega Sceptile does 130 for poison, that's 140 damage as well. He's definitely a quick to get up, fast, easy. A lot faster than Blaziken in my opinion because of quick growth extract. But he's not bad. He's definitely up there with the meta decks. So he's pretty decent. Not my preference, but I don't struggle against him either.
Like you don't struggle against the Pheromosa bench hitting ones?
Pheromosa.
Yeah,
I think I ran into.
Pheromosa is that Ultra Beast that hits the front active Pokemon and a bench Pokemon for 20 for 1 energy.
I don't run into that at all. I have not run into that one at all. What I've been running into is Mega Sceptile with Celebi. Because their pre-evolution Grovyle is hitting the bench.
Yeah, that's not bad too.
That's the one I run into. But that one kind of gives me a little bit of panic because as soon as I know they're hitting my Mega Lucario, they're pulling him to the front and gonna try and take him down before I can hit him for as much as I can.
100%. Oh yeah, that one, the Pheromosa version was the first one I've encountered of this one, and I definitely lost that match. It's definitely hard to play against those bench hitters. If I see a lot more Hitmontop, Lucario decks, Pheromosa, Mega Sceptile decks in ranks, I'm definitely adding a Poncho in my decks. Because those bench hitters are kind of hard to counter without Ponchos. I even made a Pheromosa Mega Sceptile deck myself, and I lost like only one time on stream to Mega Blaziken. And then I faced another Mega Blaziken deck right after it, and that time I actually won. So it's not something to scoff at. It's definitely a really strong deck for sure.
Yeah.
And then Mega Sceptile and Mega Blaziken both got their own advantages in their own way. They're both fast in different ways. Like you said, Mega Sceptile has the quick grow extracts. On one hand, I don't like using double quick grow extract. I put one quick grow extract, one Grovyle in my deck, and one rare candy in my deck. Because sometimes you get the Trico late, and they can just knock out your front active Pokemon pretty easy, and they can knock out your Grovyle pretty easy next turn, but you only have a Trico and some quick grow extracts, you know, and you need Mega Sceptile right then and there. So sometimes quick grow extract is good, sometimes Rare Candy is good to make sure your Mega Sceptile is not going to be knocked out as well, you know, or your Grovyle is not going to be knocked out as well. You'll have enough HP to tank and retaliate. So I run one of each in mine. And then the Mega Blaziken is fastest in its own way. They don't have like their version of a Quick Grow Extract, but they got Flame Patches. So it don't matter if you bring Mega Blaziken to the front with no energy. They always got at least one Flame Patch in hand, then they're ready to attack. Whereas the Mega Sceptile don't got that luxury. If you lose your only Pheromosa in the active and you only got Mega Sceptile left on the bench, there's no Leaf Patch or whatever, Grass Patch, to give him some extra energy from the discard pile. So that's the downside with Mega Sceptile and the downsides to Mega Blaziken, and the upsides to each side. So you kind of have to plan your energy a little bit better with Mega Sceptile. But you're most likely going to get what you need when you need it to evolve with Mega Sceptile. Versus, I don't see a problem with the Mega Blaziken deck. Anyways, they're kind of like Hydreigon. They always seem to always have that Rare Candy Mega Blaziken turn 1 whenever I go against those.
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I get lucky, sometimes I don't, because earlier when CEO and I were, you know, just doing some battling just for fun, because he wanted to show me the new promo card and how good it was for him. I completely was like bricking, and I was like, come on man, come on, give me Mega. And I had the other Lucario, the plus 20 damage for fighting types in hand, and I never pulled it, but I was able to do enough damage with that Lucario and Supporter and Stadium to do 110 damage and completely destroy the Mega Heracross.
Oh, you guys are testing out the new Mega Heracross.
Yeah.
All right, we can talk about the new Mega Heracross. Let me pull it up real quick.
He's not doing enough damage for how much energy he has, in my opinion. He is not doing enough damage.
I'm fine with the 4 energy and the damage. It's the 60 damage possible back to yourself that kills me. That's what I'm worried about.
Yep.
So now you need Wills in the deck just to make sure he isn't viable to be one shot next turn, basically.
Yeah, and that's what kind of screwed CEO over, was that he flipped tails and then my guy just swooped in and took him out.
The coin flip master flipping tails?
Yeah, I know, right? I don't like it. I'm not a fan of the new Heracross. I feel like they did my boy dirty.
Yeah. I actually read this wrong at first. Like, it says flip a coin. If tails, this Pokemon does 60 damage back to itself. Like, when I first saw it when I was doing solo battles, I thought it said flip heads, and this Pokemon does an extra 60 damage, so 230 in total. So I was like, this is broken. And then it flipped tails on me. And then I was like, wait, I can one-shot him. What the hell just happened? And I look at it. Oh, it did 60 damage back to itself. What the heck? That sucks.
Yeah. He was trying to tell me like, oh, you know, I'm pairing this with Superior. I was like, okay, but I'm gonna snipe your bench with Hitmonlee or Hitmontop or, you know, some sort of bench hitting Pokemon, and then what? You still got to build that 4 energy, even if you got 2, and then I take out your Superior. Might potentially have 3 by then, but he's not. I don't think we're gonna see him in any ranked whatsoever, though.
Nah, that's true. Yeah, definitely not good enough for ranked. I did build a decent deck with him. So a couple seasons ago, I forget when. I think it was Fantastical Parade when Teal Mask Ogerpon first came out. I was the one that made Teal Mask Ogerpon and Leafeon a very good deck for ranked, because like Hydreigon with the poison barbs was like all over the place. And like I built this Teal Mask Ogerpon deck with Leafeon before ranked came out, and like, you know, when you're testing in unranked, like a lot of decks you run into in unranked, some of them were like the top meta decks that we're previewing into ranked, and one of those decks you see a lot of right before rank comes out was Hydreigon with Poison Barb. And like of all my off meta decks that I was just messing around with, this one was consistently beating the Teal Mask, or this one was consistently beating the Hydreigon, Poison Barb, Nihilego decks with Mega Absol. And so I kind of structured this deck to be almost exactly like the Teal Mask Ogerpon deck. So here it is here. So starting planes, double Leaf Cape, double Lucky Ice Pop, May to help you get the non-EX Leafeon just in case you run into Oricorio. 2 lines of Leafeon, and instead of double Teal Mask Ogerpon, I went with 1 Teal Mask Ogerpon and 1 Mega Heracross. And then instead of an X speed, I went with Lyra, because just in case you get stuck with Mega Heracross, you know, of course he's gonna take damage, so you can just pull him back for free and not lose any energy. And then the only bad thing is I don't have Sabrina or Cyrus in this deck. I had to take that out for a Will. But on stream this morning, I was actually kicking a lot of ass with this deck. I beat a Hydreigon deck, but that's because he got bricked. And then, thank God, because like even people in my chat were like, "Man, you gotta be a real sick bastard to be running Hydreigon still." I'm like, I agree with you 100%, dog. So basically I already had 2 energy on the Mega Heracross, and then he was planning on going in with like Mega Absol, but he went in with the other Dano, didn't get the rare candy Hydreigon, and then he just quit. He conceded. Yeah, because if he went in with that Mega Absol, I would have charged up the Heracross and one-shot it. So not bad.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I've just been rocking with my Lucario so I have 2 Mega Lucarios, 1 regular Lucario with the +20, 2 of the EX Stadiums, 1 Karina. I have Rocky Helms. I have the Bonsly. I've been using Bonsly as well as Hitmonlee. If I'm going first, I definitely want that Bonsly. You know, if I'm not going first, I'm still putting Bonsly. You know, if I have Bonsly, I'm putting Bonsly up front. Because Bonsly does that 10 damage plus the -30 damage coming in. Depending on who they put out there, they may not do any damage, or they can't clear Bonsly right away. Which is a good stall, in my opinion. Badu, I thought was going to be a good stall as well. I don't get any luck with that one, unfortunately. Anytime I use it. So I switched over to Bonsly, and I've been winning more games with the Bonsly than the Badu. But other than that, I've even beaten decks that have had type advantage against me, and it's nice. So I can't complain about the decks that I built. I did participate in a tournament the other day with my deck, and I bricked, but I was going up against a freaking Hydreigon Mega Asshole deck.
No way, bro. Who brings that to a tournament, dog?
Yeah. I was kind of heated about that. I was like, really? Come on.
What a POS.
Yeah, they ended up winning too, so it kind of sucks.
Boo!
It is what it is. Yeah, boo. It is what it is. And luckily nobody can bring that into the next tournament, so happy about that at least.
So what's our thoughts on Mega Lucario? I think Bonsly, we'll talk about Bonsly in a sec, but Mega Lucario.
I love Mega Lucario. He's one-shotting Altarias. He is absolutely destroying these Altarias, and it's great. I can't complain about him at all. I'm having so much fun with him too. Like, I'm not like, oh man, I'm going up against this deck, I'm gonna lose. It's alright, this is gonna be a struggle, but I got this, you know. It's not guaranteed I'm gonna lose, but it's definitely gonna be a fight, you know, type of mindset. I literally named the deck respectfully respectfully square up.
Square up.
Yeah. So I kind of made it kind of funny, you know. Been starting to name my decks in a kind of funny way. Other than that, I mean, he's Rulio. You know, he's pretty good too. You know, he's doing 40 damage if it's an EX, and then if you pair it with Karina in the stadium, that's 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 damage to an EX. So he's hitting hard regardless of what turn it is. You know. But I usually save the Karina till I get my Mega. If need be, you know. If I need to find it faster, then yeah, I need to use that card quickly. Try and get them out of that active spot. So yeah, I mean, no complaints here about Mega Lucario. I mean, especially with the 1-cross retreat. Only problem is I have with my deck is I don't have any heals. That is my only issue. I should probably put heals in there, but I don't have any.
Yeah, my thoughts on Lucario. I think he's pretty damn good. 3 fighting energy for 140 damage is nothing to scoff at. That's a good chunk of damage right there. And you can get him out early and do 90 damage for 2 energy. So if you're not ready to go and you go out with the 90 damage and then next turn hit him for 140, and most of the time you're not just hitting him for just 90 damage. You either got the stadium, you got Karina, or you got like baby Lucario to bump him up another 20 on the bench. So you're looking more at least 110 damage for 2 energy. And then the next turn you're gonna hit him for 160 at the very least. Unless you have Karina, then the first hit you're looking at possibly 120, possibly 150, and then the next turn another 160 at the very least. So he's pretty low key. Once you get him up there, it's not looking good for your opponent if he's also a Mega, you know, or if he's got no one on the bench, he's sweeping everybody. I was thinking this morning, I'm like, yo, what if we bring Mega Metacham back into the fray? Like, he does 3 energy for 140 damage if he has a Psychic, and then the Stadium brings him up to 160 to an EX, and then Karina can bring him up to 190. I was like, wait a minute. He's just Mega Lucario with a Psychic energy, so that makes him less consistent. Like, Mega Lucario is way better. I don't have to worry about bricking on energy.
Yeah.
And the only upside Mega Metacham has is you can put 2 baby Lucarios to bump him up another 20 if you want to do that route.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. No, that's no, because that's based on who you're up against. I was gonna say Lucario. I've seen Lucario do more damage, but I was also going up against an electric type. So I was like, that's 210. I think it was doing max.
Plus the weakness.
Which is insane. Yeah, plus weakness, which was insane.
Oh yeah. So Mega Lucario, super good. Mega Metacham was almost usable for ranked. Almost. If it wasn't for the fact that you needed dual energy and you can brick and get 4 psychic energy at the start of the, like, since the start of the game and not get a single fighting energy, by then it's too late and Mega Medicham can't attack and you're gonna need to attack with him. Mega Lucario, you don't need a different type of energy, so you're gonna consistently get fighting energy, and you can definitely get him up to that 90 or 140 damage. Just the only problem is if you can get Mega Lucario or not. But then the same problem with Mega Medicham, just now it's an added energy bricking problem as well. So Mega Lucario, I think we'll see Mega Lucario on ranked. I would probably use Mega Lucario on ranked. I would probably use Sceptile on ranked. Both of them are very good options right now. Mega Sceptile, I forgot to add, is really good for those Hydreigons. One-shots the Hydreigons. And basically renders the Mega Asshole useless.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think Mega Asshole needs to go. Granted, I have a deck with him. That's kind of meta, so I can't complain there either.
Oh, I did have a question for you. Since Mega Lucario or Lucario is your favorite Pokemon, did they do him justice in this game to you?
Yes, except for that one EX Pokemon. Absolutely hated that, you know, the 3 energy for the Aura Pulse moveset. I absolutely hated that fucking EX, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
What about with this one, with the new Mega Lucario?
The new Mega Lucario, he did my boy justice. I don't need to be protesting in the streets, you know, justice for Lucario. You know, he's gotten his justice.
Okay, that's good. It's good to hear. Yeah, because there's definitely a lot of Lucario fans out there. So if you're happy with it, that means a lot of other Lucario fans are happy with it.
Yeah.
All right, next card on the list, Mega Camerupt.
Mega Camerupt. I haven't necessarily used him, but I've seen what he can do, and it is kind of frightening. You know, the random, right? Yeah, it's random. Yeah, one random Pokemon do 160 damage to it is kind of scary, because you can be like, oh well, I need to get he does the damage to the front. Oh well, now I need to move him to the back. No, because he can still hit him back there. So I mean, the only way to really counter Mega Camerupt is Oricorio with Ponchos. Yeah, that is the only way to counter Mega Camerupt is Oricorio and Ponchos. The energy amount kind of sucks, but with the new, what is it, Victini? And so you use Victini and then Moltres, you can easily get that energy now. I do love his rainbow art. It is a very nice card. I just don't see it being used in ranked.
Yeah, 100%. I think he's good, but you're definitely hitting it on the nail there. Ranked, too random to use for ranked. I think it's very easy to get him up to that 4 energy with Moltres. So, like, the problem with like Genetic Apex Charizard is the fact that he discards energy after an attack. So you can bring him up. You can bring Charizard up early, but will he be able to attack moving forward after that first Crimson Storm? This one, you don't really need to worry about stuff like that. Once he's up there and ready to attack, you're just free to attack. So that's the good thing about Mega Camerupt. But yeah, that random 160 damage, I actually really like it. He's now the strongest sniper in the game, or if you would count that as a sniper. But definitely too random. Sometimes they got a Pokemon with 150 HP with a giant cape on to make sure it survives, so not very usable there. I've made a deck with him on day 1 and it did pretty good. It was kicking a lot of butt, but yeah, definitely did run into some problems here and there. It was funny, like I ran into an electric deck with one Oricorio on the field. This dude put Oricorio on the active spot, hits the active. This dude brings Oricorio to the bench, brings in his genetic Apex Pikachu to hit for 90. Hits the Oricorio still. I'm like, this lucky MF, bro. What the fudge, bro? And then I ended up finally getting a KO and then winning the game. So
Yeah.
that was cool. But yeah, the only problem with this deck is Mega Asshole. Like, he's not gonna one-shot Mega Asshole, so that's a problem. You're gonna basically need to fire off 3 hits to get KOs with this guy. If maybe 4 hits, like you can KO the Hydreigons, you can. But then if you KO both Hydreigons, now you start targeting the Mega Asshole. You need 2 hits on him. So, and that might be too long. That might be too long. Because 4 times 80 is 320, so he could definitely KO you if you take that long to get the dub at Mega Camerupt.
Yeah.
But I could definitely see this being used against Entei Charizard, possibly.
Yeah, I mean, it like this card is definitely based off of straight luck. If you can be lucky and hit that Mega Asshole twice, cool. But if you're just shooting shots everywhere on each of the spots because they have a full bench and something in the active, your luck, you're getting a 1 to 4 chance. Instead of, if they just have Hydreigon and Absol, you're getting a 50-50 chance there. So this deck is definitely based off of straight luck. So definitely needs some work. Or not necessarily needs some work, but it definitely needs a strong support on the bench side. Because even with Moltres, doing 70 damage, that's not enough to start killing that Mega Absol if you keep missing and dancing around Mega Asshole. Now you got me saying it. I just realized I've been saying Mega Asshole.
Good. He is an asshole.
It used to be my favorite Pokemon too.
I used to like Greninja a lot before this game. He was one of my favorite Pokemon. Alright,
now,
next. Oh, God.
I was going to say, the next Pokemon we got is Vaporeon EX, which I think you were going to say as well.
Yeah, that was the one.
I haven't seen anybody use this. Not a single person use this. It's a Sabrina, I believe, basically.
Yeah.
So it's just a Sabrina for 80 damage as well. I mean, I don't see it being used in ranked either, because not sure you can use this against what's it called, Mega Charizard Entei, and kind of screw up their whole plans of ramp and stuff. But it's too, not slow, but too weak, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I think his ability is better than Umbreon EX's. Umbreon EX's ability is better in theory, but like everyone's a lot smarter than that. Like once they see Umbreon EX, no one's gonna retreat. Everyone's just gonna stay there and just let their Pokemon die. So there's really no point in using Umbreon EX. Vaporeon can still put you in some really tough positions, even if they know preemptively, like, oh crap, this is a Sabrina Pokemon. Like, what are they gonna do if they got a full bench already, or if they're running low on HP on their only Pokemon? They're too scared to get Sabrina. They have to put down a Pokemon or concede, basically. So it's his ability is definitely better for sure. It's more usable. My problem with him is just getting him up fast enough, like a bricking problem or something like that. But he's definitely good. You could put heavy helms in there. You can put lucky ice pops, make sure he survives. I put a training area and a bounded field in my deck. So training area makes him up to 90, which is still not the best if you're going up against a Mega Sceptile. Like, you need way more time, way more damage. It's good. And then the bounded field, I've beaten Mega Blazikins and Charizard decks, Entei Charizard decks with. So the bounded field with this guy is really good. Turns him into 160 damage, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But definitely not very usable for ranked. I'd be really shocked if someone got to Master Ball with ranked, or Master Ball in ranked with a point on EX. And I would like to see their win percentage too. It's definitely going to be less than 50%.
Right. Oh yeah, easily less than 150. The rainbow art though is pretty nice.
Bro, you hurt my feelings. You need to check this out.
Don't tell me you got a Wonder Pick and it missed it.
No. Yeah, you're right.
Oh man, I'm gonna start a Wonder Pick Hall of Shame in the Discord, and we just screenshot those and put those in the Discord of like stuff like that, man. Like, man, I could have had this card, but you know, RNG screws me over.
It pisses me off because I saw that 2 days in a row and I missed it 2 days in a row.
Oh man. Let's talk about Magnezone EX.
Oh, okay. Okay, bring it up real quick. I don't have a special art of that one to zoom in on.
130 damage. Discards 1 energy. It's three energy, which is pretty normal for Magnezone. 180 health and a 2-cost retreat. He's not horrible. I feel like he should do more though than just discard an energy. Not more damage necessarily, but more than just discard an energy. Like, it should be, you know, this Pokemon gets paralyzed, or the next Pokemon or your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed, or something. I feel like he's lacking in his area, you know, because I'm not gonna want to use this Magnezone. I'm gonna use the last Magnezone duo. What was the 90 damage, and they have to flip a coin to swing. I'd rather use that Magnezone instead of this one, in my opinion.
I think he's pretty good, especially if you pair him with the Genetic Apex Magneton. Like, if you go first, you got Oricoil in front, you don't put an energy on, next turn you put an energy on Oricoil, you have a Magnemite on the bench, you evolve into Magneton, use its ability to put an energy on. The next turn after that, you just gotta use its ability again, slap an energy on from the turn's energy. Now he's ready to go to start attacking away for 130. So he's pretty quick when you add the Magnetons in there. As long as you get Magneton and Magnezone EX all in one quick succession.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did. What's up?
So that's where Clement comes in.
Yeah.
To pull that Magneton.
I definitely hear you with the 90 damage one, but I made a Magnezone deck, and I made a video about that on YouTube, so check it out, peeps, please. Let's see, where is it? Here it is. This one's mine. Double Oricorio, 2 lines of Magnezone, 1 Mirror Shot Magnezone. This one kind of comes in handy if you want to do like some quick early aggression and take out some Oricorios, take out like some Zeraoras, trick them into thinking it's a Magnezone Mirror Shot deck. And then I've tricked some people because like one time a Suicune, I went up against Suicune Baxcalibur. I hit him to the point where he was like KO range for 90 damage Mirror Shot and maybe 100. He healed it up to 130 HP with a lucky Ice Pop, and then he flipped heads on that last one to get him up to 130 and stopped using it because he thought it was Mirror Shot Magnezone. I can't remember if I used a Mirror Shot Magnezone and he took it out, or he just thought it was Mirror Shot Magnezone. And then boom, I whip out Magnezone EX on him and one shot the Suicune. And then he was just like, oh god. And then he quit after that.
Concede.
So I've been beaten, like, I think he's low-key good enough for a ranked. Like, the only problem with this deck is it bricks. That's the only problem you can run into with this deck, is just bricking. Cause like here I have 1 Pokeball, 1 Lesia, since there's 250 HP Pokemon. And then if I start with a Magnemite, which is highly possible, like that almost makes the Lesias useless. Like you want to start with an Oricorio, and definitely don't want to start with a Tealmass Ogerpon, and then hopefully have Lesia and Clement in hand, and don't draw into a Magnemite when it's your turn, so that Lesia can get max value.
Yeah. That definitely makes sense.
But it's pretty good. When you don't brick, it's a pretty beastly deck.
I opened up the wrong.
So you don't think it's usable for ranked?
I think Lucario would just destroy it. Like, I wouldn't even have to, because how much health does it have again? Like 180? Yeah,
80.
no. Like 3 energy in a stadium. It's 140, 50, 60. I'm already clearing it at that point because of weakness.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, he's not doing enough damage to me for 130 to where I'm like, okay, I'm scared. Because Lucario has a, 180 damage? 190? 190.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That's where the Oricorios and the non-EX Magnezone in the deck come in handy.
Yeah. The Oricorios might, definitely stall me out with the, against Lucario, but hence why I have the Bonsly and Hitmonlee in there as well. Sure, Hitmonlee can't hit your active Pokemon, but I'm targeting your bench for a reason.
Okay.
So I mean, he could definitely, I could definitely see him in ranked, but I don't think I'll see him further down the road in ranked.
Okay.
Once ranked is out for a while.
Yeah, I definitely gotta see the metas once you hit ranked. I have this deck as a ranked deck, Mega Sceptile as a ranked deck, and Mega Lucario as my ranked deck. So I got like 3 different options for ranked I'm choosing from, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, is that next on the list?
Yeah. I just chatted ready, yeah.
I got a Rainbow Rare with this guy.
Must be nice.
Who wants a Rainbow Rare Crustle, bro? I sure as hell don't.
This kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. This Crustle sucks. And, I was watching my buddy open packs and whatnot, and he's like, I swear to God, if this is another Rainbow Rare Crustle, I'm gonna crash out. And of course it was, and he started crashing. He's pulled so many of them, he hates them now. and it's kind of funny. He made a whole video on it. But yeah, now this 90 damage for 2 energy is nice, but it's not enough.
Yeah. Bless you.
Thank you. I just, and it's a 3-cross retreat. I mean, sure, you can put heavy helm on it, and Lucario can't one-shot it even with 3 energy, even with the stadium, even with Karina, because it's going to -20. Wait, hold on. No,
with
140,
Karina and
50,
Stadium,
60,
it can
70.
one-shot it still.
Yeah, no, even still, like, a lot of things are going to be able to one-shot that Crustle for 160 damage, or HP. And for Crustles, something that's like supposed to be a defense-type Pokemon, because of how big it is, I feel like the HP is lacking. And
They should have gave it an ability of like -20 damage or something. So then
exactly, like the whole card is lacking.
Yeah, when you put a heavy helm on him, it's -40 altogether. Now we're talking. It almost might be usable.
Yeah, definitely.
Like at first when I saw him, I was like, "Oh, that's not bad." It's like Genetic Apex Starmie EX, 2 energy for 90 damage. That card was really good for me back in the day. And then I tried him out. Nah, like he's good as an early aggressor. He's not good as a finisher. So you're definitely gonna need to pair him up with like Mega Lucario or something to finish the game, or Rampardos. More likely Mega Lucario. You can pair stage 1s with stage 1s, that's fine. Stage 1s with stage 2s are kind of harder, is more of a bricking possibility.
Yep.
But still, it sucks. It's almost good enough.
Yeah. Not a fan of the rainbow art.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah,
I much prefer the full art version, and I don't have it. Full art version looks kind of cool. Like the purple whooshy shimmer in the back makes it look nice.
Yeah. I don't even think I have that one. Yeah, no, I don't either. Now, Zoroark.
Yeah. I think this guy's a crowd favorite, ain't he?
Yeah, he is definitely a crowd favorite. And the rainbow art is just beautiful.
Yeah,
I fucking love this fucking art. Max damage, 90 damage. That's alright, you know. It's 1 fucking energy. It's pretty good, honestly, with the deck I built. Pull that up on screen. CEO can't hear shit. Oh my god, I've been silent on my stream this entire time.
Oh, that sucks.
That's fucking annoying. My fucking so sometimes when I hook up the VR, it'll switch the microphone settings to the VR's settings because I have a capture thing for the VR on my computer. That way I can play the games I have on Steam. So CEO is currently taking a mental break, A-Rod. So thanks for telling me you couldn't hear me. Yeah, good thing you stopped by. But yeah, deck. That's what I was going to show you. So this is my other meta deck that I've been using. I call it What Does the Fox Say? And I got regular Absol doing bench for 30. He sets up. Mega Absol, of course. Bombardier for free retreats. And then Zoroark for early aggression. Poison Barbs for poison, obviously. And I've won quite a bit of games with this, and it's not horrible. I don't know what it. So maybe I've bricked a couple times, but that's about it. I have no complaints about that deck.
Not bad. I definitely have seen like the bench hitting Mega Absol one and the Mega Absol one. I built mine a little differently. This one, let me
This is
see.
the one you made the video about, right?
Oh yeah, you saw that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that one, this one's also pretty strong. I do like the bench hitting Absol idea as well. Yeah, this one is with double Nihilego, Poison Barbs, a May in here. Just in case you go second and you want to thin out the deck of a Zoroark or something, you can remove the Zoroark EX from your hand and bring in like Bombardier or Darkrai or something like that. Yeah, the game plan of this is like you typically, in an ideal world, start with two Zoruas, one Darkrai, and one Nihilego on the bench. And then that way you have a Poison Barb on Zoroark, and if they hit the Zoroark, they're taking 20 damage in between turns, 40 damage each turn altogether. Another ping damage from Darkrai, 60, plus the 90 from Zoroark EX, that's 150 altogether. And then if they take out your Zoroark, you bring in the second Zoroark, and then you put down a second Nihilego. So now you're talking 30 damage in between turns, 60 altogether, plus Darkrai ping 80, and then Zoroark 90. Now it's 170 per turn altogether. So that's the whole game plan behind this one. And of course, freaking Zoroark is freaking Zoroark, you know? Like, you can just burn through your whole opponent's entire team, like, in 2 turns, just by how fast and strong he is. 1 energy, 90 damage. Like, I've beaten Mega Sceptile decks thinking they're safe going in with a Grovyle to hit my Zoroark on the bench. I have Darkrai on the front. Nah, bro, Bombardier, 1 energy retreat cost for Darkrai. I go in with Zoroark and take it out before it can keep sniping my Zoroark on the bench.
Yeah, no, the Zoroark's not bad. I think he will be in ranked, without a doubt. If nobody's playing him, I'll be the one guy doing it. Oh shit, I just did all that. Whoops, my bad. He's definitely one I will be using out of the meta decks that I have.
I might switch it up to him. My only problem with him is just the 150 HP and he's weak to grass. Like, I've beaten Mega Sceptile decks because I gotten everything I needed super fast and early. Yeah. But I can't see that happening very often. Like I think Mega Sceptile with Pheromosas will get better luck in rank than the one I went to in my video. So that's my only problem with him.
Yeah. Corviknight.
Garbage.
Absolute garbage. He's only on my wish list because I want to complete the set. But absolute garbage. Like, it does not matter if you use was it Dialga?
Yeah, Dialga or Orthworm.
Dialga. Yeah, or even Orthworm, yeah. That's a stage 2 Pokemon that's doing 110 damage, and then you remove one of the opponent's energy. That is way too late to be removing energy. It is 100%. Not fast enough. It is garbage, and it's weak to fire. That doesn't really hurt anything, but like, it is not worth the attention. It's not going to be in ranked at all. Like, it's got a nice rainbow art, but it's not worth.
Yep. He's probably only good good for going up against Mega Sceptile, and that's if you get everything you need early up in time, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Other than that, not usable.
You know what? He could actually be really good against Mega Sceptile. I just thought about that because he's a steel type. You put the iron apron on him, he can't get poisoned. And since he removed that, Sceptile removes 1 energy every time he attacks, Corviknight can remove that other energy, and he has no way to get that energy back other than just putting it on the bench and trying to survive long enough for Corviknight not to wipe out everybody else. Now that you said that, it's got me thinking now.
That's the only deck he's good up against. Like you can.
Yeah.
I built a deck to battle the Mega Sceptiles and Mega Blazikins. But Mega Blazikins just got Flame Patch. It doesn't really matter if you take away their energy.
Yeah.
I beat a Mega Sceptile deck, and then I kept trying to run into more Mega Sceptile decks, and I kept running into everything else, and it just kept losing because he don't do enough damage, or it takes way too long to find Corviknight EX and everything I need. Or I don't start with Dialga, I don't start with Orthworm. It's just like, it's not good. He doesn't do enough damage to every other deck, every other meta.
Yeah.
So, absolute dog water.
Oh, shit. I realized Memorial Day weekend was this weekend.
Oh, snap, it is?
Yeah.
Alright, 2 more EXs. Flygon
just
EX.
sent out a message. Yeah, it's on Monday.
Oh, snap. That's good. Holiday pay.
Off on Monday. I'm off Monday. I don't get holiday pay anyway.
Oh.
Yeah, Flygon. I fucking love Flygon. I've beaten people without even attacking, and it's kind of funny. Let me show you the deck real quick. I call it "Oops, All Dragons" because it is literally. Where'd it go? There it is. Because it is literally just Flygon EX in this deck. I did the wrong thing. I literally just have the evolution line and then supporters. And that's it. Megazilla for trying to find them fast enough. Sure, I'm not going to flip heads every time, but it is what it is. I could put a May in here in case, I don't want that whatever Pokemon that is. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. And I want to find this one specifically. But with how I've been playing, and the energy breaking kind of sucks, but like I said, I've beaten decks like Mega Sceptile, Blaziken, Mega Charizard. Haven't beaten Lucario yet, unfortunately, but it is funny to watch them hit everything. They lost 2 Pokemon on the bench, and then I finally get that grass or that fighting energy, and I take out whoever's in the active spot, and it's like, he's dangerous. He's certainly dangerous. I'll definitely see him in ranked. I won't personally be using this deck in ranked. This is more of a fun deck for me, but he is certainly fun, and his Rambo Rare, I love that card. It's very, very nice.
Damn, I don't have it. Yeah, I think Flygon is pretty good. I don't think we'll be seeing much of him in ranked. He's almost usable for ranked. Like the dual energy problem is the thing that's holding him back from ranked, and none of these energy you can ramp with, so that's my problem with him. But every time I go up against him in unranked, I'm stressed. I'm like, oh god, bro, just Cyrus opportunity left and right. So that's what I'm worried about, like when I go up against this guy.
Yeah.
And then like the 20
Yeah.
damage each turn is pretty deadly. Like if you think about it, he's just Gray Ninja. Like, but better.
Yeah. Great Ninja, but everybody gets the 20 damage.
Every
unless,
turn.
You know, they got the damn cape. And best part is it does attack, or the 20 damage does go to Oricorio as well. So it's like, yeah, I may not be able to do my 140 towards you, but your 50 damage is not gonna kill me fast enough before my Sand Slammer kills you.
Yeah, so I actually do kind of like him. I'm not gonna lie. I need to build a deck with him. I haven't built a deck with him, but he's definitely scary to deal with, for sure.
Yeah.
Or deal against, fight against.
Yeah. What's it called? Oh my god. Yeah, I think he's awesome. I think he's a good, not necessarily meta deck, but he's definitely a fun deck to play with. Especially the fact he's got no weakness. But the ramping, the grass ramping. You could grass ramp with Leafeon. Obviously, it won't go directly to, Trapinch or Flygon, but there's always Dawns. You can't energy switch, but you can still use a Dawn to move that energy forward if you need it. Or what's it called? If you're just running straight fighting energy, which I think you should do if you're gonna ramp with Leafeon. But yeah, he's fun. I think he's the most fun deck I've used in a while.
Okay. Yeah, I completely forgot about him. I need to make a deck with him. I do like that ability. That ability seems really dangerous.
Yeah.
The only bad thing about him is that retreat costs 2 energy. I like putting like Badoos in my deck. Like most of the time Badoo doesn't really pay off, but the times it does pay off, it pays off like tenfold. Like if you go up against an Evolution deck, all the EVs everyone uses have the evolve first turn EV, or the EVEX that can evolve just like a regular EV ability. And like the Badoo really puts them in some really tough positions. And then a lot of the times they be having like Leafeon EX that has a leaf ramp ability, so I hit that guy too, and then they can't use the leaf ramp ability. It's disgusting. But sometimes I'll have a Badoo in my deck when I go up against these Flygons, and then they'll retreat into something else, and then evolve the Flygon on the bench, Cyrus it back, hit it with Badoo, and now they're stuck there, and they can't use that ability. But I think I'm an outlier. I think I'm one of the only people running Badoos in my deck, so because I haven't really ran into Badoos anywhere else. So if you're running a Flygon deck, I don't think you're gonna be having to worry about someone using Badoo as much as if you run into me.
I have not seen a single Badoo.
Yeah, Bonsly is actually better in my opinion.
Yeah, and that brings me back to what I said earlier. It was like, I've tried Badoo and I didn't like it. I didn't like what it was doing. And so I just started using Bonsly for stall. Mega Dino.
Mega Audino. Let's see here. Got this bad boy from a Wonder Pick.
I think I pulled this one myself. Mega Audino is annoying now. They've turned Immortal Snorlax into and made a new version of it with Mega Audino. So instead of Snorlax, it's Mega Audino. I think I have the deck. So it's Mega Audino, 2 Mega Audinos, 2 Indeedis, and then the Bramblegeist. Or Geist. Absolutely hate this deck. Oh, not you too. Yours is a little different from mine, but
Yeah. I put a
You got
Comfy in
9
mine just for
Pokemon?
status.
okay.
And then Ilima just in case.
Yeah, I didn't think about Elma. Jesus.
And then Double Cyrus.
I was gonna put starting planes in there, but I was like, no, I shouldn't do that. But I might.
Yeah.
I might do that instead.
This one, I think this deck is pretty good, just doesn't hit hard enough. But once you get set up, once you get enough energy and get set up and all the heals, the whole 9 yards, it's pretty deadly.
Yeah,
Like-
unless you run into Mega Lucario.
Yeah, Mega Lucario, Charizard Y, Genetic Apex Charizard. No, it's not looking the best.
No, like it's weak to fighting types. Kind of gives it that weakness struggle, but I haven't really used this as much. Like
Yeah.
this is meant for my trolling, having fun type of thing, you know. It's just the 3 energy is a little slow. The weakness to fighting kind of sucks because everyone seems to be running fighting types, you know.
Yeah.
So it's definitely hard.
But it's a sick looking card though.
Yeah.
I think this was this is one of my chase cards just for the art.
Yeah. No, this was like the art is definitely nice. I do like how cute and sweet it is in this game of terror and horror and anger. But am I going to see it at ranked? Probably once in a blue moon of somebody getting everything they need and surviving everything they need to and pissing me off at the same time.
Yeah. Knowing my luck, they are going to get everything they need before I can find any evolutions.
Yeah. So that's all the EXs though.
Supporters. Karina.
Orders. Karina overpowered. No.
That's great.
I love that card so much. It is definitely coming clutch when I'm like, damn, I'm short, 10 damage. I just need something to boost me, and then I top deck it, and it's like, all right, GG's, have fun, and that's it. I got nothing else to say to Karina except for she's great with Mega Lucario.
Yeah, that's good. It was funny on stream when I first showcased my Lucario deck. I couldn't find my Mega Lucario, but let me pull it up real quick. My deck. I think it's this one. Yeah, it is this one. So instead of copycats, I've added the lucky eggs instead. And someone died where I drew like 3-4 cards. And they got 2 points in doing that. Or their second point in doing that. And I got my Mega Lucario, so I won. And I went up against another Mega Lucario deck. But I was able to damage him, his Mega Lucario, up to like on 10 HP. So I think I was hitting it with Hitmontop. And then when it came to the front, I hit it again with another Hitmontop. But I hit it for like 60 damage because I had Baby Lucario on the bench and the Arena of Antiquity, so it did 60 damage. So it was down to 110 HP. And then the funny thing was I had Riolu on the bench and it does 40 damage because Mega Lucario is a EX. And then since I had Baby Lucario, it did 60, and I had Area and Antiquity, it did 80 damage to that Mega Lucario. And like, So I drew the Mega Lucario in hand thanks to the lucky eggs.
Yeah.
And then I top decked the Karina. And I was like, wait a minute. I could just take it out with the Riolu right here. Another 30 damage on top of 80 is 110. So I just beat Mega Lucario with Riolu thanks to
Jesus,
Karina.
man.
110
Jesus.
damage with all that extra added boost.
Bam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried I saw your deck and everything, and I was like, all right, let me give it a try. Let me see how good it is. And I couldn't do it, so I was like, let me make my own real quick. And so I came, instead of him on top with the 2 energy retreat cost, I went with Hitmonlee with the 1 energy retreat cost. That way I could move Lucario forward faster instead of having to worrying about, oh, he needs another energy or something like that. And I know you had an X speed in there, but I was like, chances of me pulling that X speed were low because it's a one, that one card out of so many.
Yeah, definitely. That's the only problem with Hitmontop is that 2 energy retreat cost. I just like him because he's really good against Oricorio. Like if you run into Oricorios, you can hit him for 40 and you can 2-shot him unless they got heals. You got Baby Lucario, you hit them for 60. And then that's basically a guaranteed 2-shot for sure.
Yep. Yep.
Let's see. But yeah, Karina is basically pretty damn strong.
Yeah.
30 damage is no joke. An extra 30 damage is no joke.
No.
Makes red was already kind of an outlier, no longer being used.
Yep.
But Karina has definitely taken the stage by storm, especially with the fighting decks. And it's so nice that the fighting decks are getting
love
support. Yeah, they don't have ramp. I think they have to be the only that and dark decks are the only ones that don't have ramp right now. Oh, and well, Dragon doesn't have its own energy.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, you can bypass darkness ramp with freaking cheapo Hydreigons.
Yeah.
So,
because I think it can use its ability only in the active though.
Hydreigon?
Yeah.
Nah, you can use it with while it's on the bench.
Okay. I'm wrong then. Per usual. I haven't seen this card been used at all.
I've seen it. I just don't see a point in Cabby.
Yeah, it takes up a spot that you can be using for something else. I do have to step away for a second. My scab came off.
Go for it. I'll talk about Cabby for a little bit.
Yeah, go for it. I'm gonna go get some dogs.
Yeah, I don't see a point in Cabby. Point being, you could just put another stadium in the deck instead of Cabby, and it'll be just as good. Like, if you have one stadium in the deck, and you decide to put Cabby in there, if you put another stadium instead of Cabby, now every time you draw that Cabby, it could have been a stadium. And that stadium can be replaced by your opponent's stadium. So, that makes putting 2 stadiums in the deck rather than a stadium and a Cabby way more worth it, because if your stadium gets replaced, you can just replace it when you draw your second stadium. Versus if you only have one stadium and one Cabby, you get your stadium, put it down, they replace it. Now that's just 2 cards in your deck down the drain. It's pretty not very useful in my opinion. And on top of that, it's a supporter. So if you need a Cyrus and get a stadium all at the same time, you can't. You have to choose between one or the other. Or if you need to use Cabby to get your stadium and Sabrina, you can't. You gotta choose one or the other. So in my opinion, I don't see a point in Cabby. Like it falls under the same category as Arven to me. Like there's no point in Arven. Like, you gotta use Arven and Cabby early for them to be any useful. And even then, you can just put another item or tool in place of Arven, or you can put another stadium in place of Cabby. So if you draw that Arven or Cabby, you could either just drew that item, tool, or stadium instead. So, not very. I don't like it. Good concept, don't like it. If this was like a 40 card deck video game, we got space for it. It might be more usable. 20 card deck, not usable. What do you think?
I think it should stay somewhere else, far away from me. I don't see the use in Cabby at all because there's absolutely no reason for him. When you have cards like Copy That Cat that can help you draw faster, Prof that helps you draw faster. I just don't see his worth. Okay, cool. You pull a stadium. I usually get my stadiums turn 1, so I mean, I just don't see the point of Cabby at all.
Yeah, facts. And then the decks I usually do run stadiums in, I always have like 2 of them in the deck. So the only deck I only have 1 stadium in right now is Mega Lucario with the Arena of Antiquity. And I put that stadium down decisively. Like, I know they got a stadium. I know they probably have 2 stadiums. So I put them down when I need to get the final hit, usually. The Arena of Antiquity. But there's definitely no space for 2 stadiums, let alone a Cabby. Alright, next supporter. Charon.
Sorry, I just finished rapping.
What do you think of Charon?
It's circumstantial. I haven't seen him been used at all either. Probably because nobody wants to use Watchdog or Stoutland. Oh, no, wait. I've seen somebody use a Stoutland once, and it was the extra energy Stoutland.
Yeah. That's my favorite Stoutland. I still make decks with that Stoutland every now and then. And it's not on this account, but on my other phone I made a Stoutland deck with Charon. And it's pretty good. I really like Charon. With this Stoutland right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it's really good. This Stoutland right here, it can still put people in some pretty bad predicaments. Especially against like a Mega Sceptile deck.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good against Mega Sceptile. Like, and Pheromosa. Because Pheromosa now needs 2 energy to snipe the bench. Mega Sceptile now needs 3 energy to do anything. That's 5 turns. It's kind of too late for Mega Sceptile. They need to put all that energy onto Mega Sceptile to really do anything. And even then, like I put Mega Sceptile in some pretty bad predicaments. And if you put Charon, like my Stoutland deck has Goomies, Stoutlands, and 1 Teal Mask Ogerpon, all leaf energy. So no matter what, they need an extra energy, especially if I start with a Goomy out in front. And they can't poison me. So, like, if they hit me with Mega Sceptile, I use Charon. They only did 30 damage to me. No poison. And then I'm hitting them for 70, and they need to take time to build up that energy. So, yeah. it's this, like, Stoutland with Charons and Teal Mask Ogerpon is pretty good against the Mega Sceptile decks. Maybe not so much the Blaziken decks, because like they got flame patches, of course. But like Mega Sceptiles, Hydreigons, it's pretty good against those.
I didn't think about that. I may have to play a couple and take a look at it. What does the new Stoutland do, though?
I think it's this one. If your opponent's active Pokemon is an EX, this does 70 more damage, so 140 altogether.
Yeah, so I think the other one would be better.
Yeah, I definitely like this one. Like I've made Master Ball with this one on my alt account during, I think it was either Crimson Blaze era or Fantastical Paradise. I think it was Crimson Blaze.
Yeah.
The only problem it had was going up against Mega Altarias and Mega Blazikins because they did too much damage. But now when you add Charons into the mix, now it fares up against those decks pretty well now. Minus 20 damage, or minus 100 damage. Mega Altaria is only doing 30. Mega Blaziken is only doing 20. If you have 40 plus the burn, if you have Teal Mask Ogerpon, it only does 20. So it can last a hit or two. So now we're talking. Now we're talking with the Charons. So I think Charon is underrated. Where is he? Like a lot of people I've seen on Reddit saying like, yeah, I got like 2 of these Charons, blah, blah, blah. And like no one wants them. I'm like, bro, you lucky bastard. I want Charon. I could really use Charon. I love using Stoutland from Extra Dimensional Crisis. Like he's very underrated, that Stoutland from Extra Dimensional Crisis. So like I still think he's very viable to like today, you know?
Yeah. Shoot, I may have to make a deck after this podcast then. But yeah, I just didn't think about that. And if you're pairing it with the what was it, Gumi you said? Then I would so you have Stoutland,
2 Gumis, 2 lines of Stoutland.
Gumis, 2 lines of Stoutland.
And 1 Teal Mask Ogerpon for a final heavy hitter for 120 damage.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if you're gonna use, you could use Gumi and what's his name? What's his final evolution? Gudra. You could use Gudra and Stoutland together for heavy hitters, but then you're missing out on your what's it called? Your counter to the special conditions.
Nah, Gumi's strictly in there as a basic for stalling. So basically, no matter what, your opponent needs to put an extra energy on. Because Gumi has the same ability as Stoutland. It's named different, but it has the same effect. Your opponent needs to put an extra energy on to attack. So that means, like, if they go first and they have a baby Pokemon to ramp, Igglybuff, Darkrai, Chingling, they can't attack turn 1.
Nope.
They need to put an energy on. So that slows them down. And then that gives you time to find your pieces and stuff like that. A little bit of extra time. 40 damage is not the best. 40 HP is not the best. But it definitely puts your opponents in sticky situations. Like, sometimes people will put energy on the wrong Pokemon still. Like, they'll switch out into a baby Pokemon and then put energy on a bench Pokemon and try to ramp with the baby Pokemon and then be like, oh shit, I can't ramp. So it definitely messes up your opponent. And then you bring in the Stoutland, and then they still need an extra energy. So, and then when you bring in the Teal Mask Ogerpon, chances are they need more than 2 energy. So you're gonna get that 120 damage with Teal Mask Ogerpon. And then Charon, oh my god, bro, I love Charon. I just need a full art of Charon. It's a godsend.
I don't even think I have the regular one. I gotta find out though. What does Watchdog do? You know, let's see.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good question. I don't even know what Watchdog does.
During your next turn, this Pokemon's Psych Up attack does 30 more damage. So it's max of 60 damage. but it's minus
Useless.
100. Yeah. That
Spawn
one's
flip
your
a
better
coin.
option.
If heads does 40 more damage, also useless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
now
think
you're
anyone's gonna be
relying on
using
coin.
this.
No. Watchdog is trash. Statlin's definitely where you should go though.
Yeah,
I got 2
100%.
Charons, so I'm good. I can use it. I can make that deck. Parasol Lady.
Not bad. Could be better, but it's not bad.
It's definitely not bad. I've definitely seen people use it in an interesting way with the new Inteleon line. So they have all 3 evolutions for Inteleon, and you know they put their Sobble down, then they put their stage 1 down, doing that 20 damage, and then immediately use Parasol Lady, pull it out, put Sobble back down. Next turn they do that 20 damage again.
That's
It's
smart.
not bad for kiss, like it's not a bad idea for, you know, that 20 damage to, I think it's anybody on the bench. Let me double check.
No, it's just to the
Maybe 30
active.
so it's just to the active. That's not
Thank
bad
God.
for, you know, doing 20 damage to 30 damage to the bench, or to the active Pokemon each turn, or what have you. It's just Greninja does it better.
Yeah. Thank God, bro. I don't want another Greninja.
And it only does it when it evolves, or when
Yeah.
it's played. It's,
So it's
not
balanced.
not like Greninja, you know.
So people have been using this with Crawdaunt and Alolan Ninetales to keep discarding energy with
That's-
Crawdaunt over and over.
That's what I was gonna bring up next. That is an excellent fucking play right there. That's definitely a troll dangerous play.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, oh, you got your energy back? No, you don't. It definitely takes control of the battle a lot, but it's very dangerous at the same time, because it's like, oh, you killed my Grovyle or my Trico, and now I have all this energy, and you just use Parasol Lady. How's this red card taste? How's this Mars taste? You know, and then you can't do it right away, and Grovyle gets up, or Mega Sceptile gets up, and then you're kind of SOL at that point. But to be honest, I have not seen a single hand disruption card in at least a couple packs. I have not seen it in a couple seasons.
It's definitely still there, just not as often.
Yeah.
Mega Altaria decks, some of them still run it. I think in my Magnezone video, like Chingling, Jirachi, Meloetta, Mega Altaria deck used Mars on me. Still won, but yeah, it's there, just not as often.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm using a red card for the flag tournament, because I'm using Tyrantrum, actually. I just remembered I switched the deck out. I think I said his name right. I'm not entirely sure. But it's the T-Rex fossil Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Alright?
Yeah,
That's the wrong deck. Hell yeah, I did. You know what he does? He does 180 Pokemon if he's basically the only fucking card on the field. Besides the opponents, they have to have more than you. But I have the red card for stall purposes, because Passimian is not gonna be all that strong, you know. Trying to find ways to make this deck a little bit better and a little bit faster, but I think I did the best I could. So, but Parasol Lady, she's kind of useful. She's like a Lyra if you want to pull your whatever water Pokemon out. You know, let's say Suicune or something, you know.
No, you can't use that.
Oh yeah. On any Pokemon.
It's any water Pokemon except EX Pokemon. I made that mistake the first time I used Parasol Lady.
Well, yeah.
I was trying to use it on my Alola Ninetales, who had only 30 HP left.
No.
And I was like, what? Why is it dark, like grayed out? And I looked at it, only EX. I'm like, oh, this is trash, bro. I thought it was like Ilima, where it's any water Pokemon. Nah, it's any water Pokemon, not an EX.
Yeah.
So it's still usable. That's why I say it's not bad. It's not amazing,
bad,
but it's not bad.
Great. Yeah.
Because Ilima was low key broken.
Yeah. Pulling RCS out from danger was definitely nice.
Kangaskhan's,
yeah. Snorlax. Oh god, I remember how pissed people get when you fucking do that shit with Snorlax. Especially the Immortal one.
Yeah.
It's like, well, time to start the process all over again. Now I don't even fear Immortal Snorlax with the Mega Lucario. I do not fear that man anymore. But I do see that they're continuing that trend of not giving starters an EX Pokemon. Where is he? Yeah. No EX Emboar? What the heck? You know, why didn't he get an EX? Why are they not giving him an EX? He's not bad. Don't get me wrong. He's not bad. You know, 70 damage for each fire energy, or hold on.
No, 70 damage basic,
70 damage
like
plus
default.
Yeah,
30 damage per flip heads.
Yeah, which could be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 160 damage if you flip all 3 heads.
And then you can add more energy, and then you can keep flipping more coins.
Yeah. And if you don't like how much damage you're doing, you get a reroll of Victini. Not bad. I just wish that they'd stop the starter Pokemon hate. You know, give our starters an EX. They better give this man a Mega since they just gave him one, you know? Now, we're going to talk about my favorite card in this whole pack.
What is it?
Bosley.
Pretty.
Favorite illustration. Favorite card. This is my favorite Bonsley. I want to start a binder. Of course, you pull up the full art one. I want to start like a binder for the Bonsley here in Pocket, because that is the most outrageous like Bonsley is the butthole Bonsley is what I call it.
Sussly.
But the sussy Bonsley is what people have been calling it now. It is so hilarious. Like, why did you guys think to print this?
I don't know. Yeah, it's a kid's game. First quick grow extract, now bonds sussly.
Yeah, right? Oh man. I know somebody on TikTok, they play the harp and stuff, and so they have foot pedals for the harp. Which I didn't think you needed foot pedals for a harp. But she had gotten a custom made foot pedal of butthole Bonsley. And you have to plug the aux into that hole, and I'm like, this is great. God. If I still played guitar, I would get this. And she like has an entire binder full of the card, and it's great. But yeah, I mean, I think Mega Lucario is going to carry ranked. Unfortunately, you know, that's going to give me the edge, but at the same time, I'm going to have to go up against other Mega Lucario decks, you know. So I've thought about trying to make a psychic counter deck to Mega Lucario. It's hard because of how much damage Lucario does. Regardless if it's an EX or not. So it's definitely going to be a difficult
Yeah,
counter.
Bondsley is good. What surprised me is that I used a Hitmontop against someone using Bondsley, and it does minus 30 damage to the Hitmontop's bench damage as well. So that threw me for a loop. I could not believe that. I didn't know you can affect bench damage like that. Like, because Lucario, like baby Lucario that ups the damage, doesn't give you extra bench damage. So it's crazy that Bondsley can subtract bench damage to me.
Well, I guess it's because it's part of the, you know, the attack used by the defending Pokemon is minus 30 damage. So I don't know. That's really weird. I didn't see that one before. But that's good to know if I'm up against like a Hitmonlee.
Or
we should probably
Pheromosa.
We should probably test this after the stream, you know. See if my Hitmonlee can still hit your guys with a Bonsly. Because if that's the case,
very good.
Bonsly is kind of good.
Once I found that out,
kind of goated.
Yeah, he's really good. Like, I feel like I need to put him in some of my decks. He's very underrated for sure. I don't see him a lot, but really, really good like attack.
Yeah.
The other babies. Badoo, I still really like. Not many people run Badoo, but I think Badoo is actually pretty good. It's very situational, but those times you do run into a deck with an ability, a Pokemon with an ability, super useful. Like any evolution deck, super useful. Any Entei Suicune deck, super useful, you know? I've gone first against Entei's, and they can't get those extra draws because I had Badoo by luck. And I think this might be our first attacking grass baby, so there's a lot of Pokemon that are weak to grass, a lot more than I expected. Like, I made a Hydreigon deck quit because I hit him for 30 due to weakness with Badoo, and I guess he just didn't draw into anything else, so he said fuck this shit and conceded because I was gonna hit him for another 30 and KO it.
Yeah.
And then there's like some ground Pokemon that are weak to fight grass. Like, I put a Garchomp deck into like some predicament because it's the ground one, not the dragon like Gabite, and I've hit him for weakness damage thanks to Badoo. So I like him, not bad, but definitely more situational versus Bonsly is more usable. But the situations Badoo does come in clutch make him a little bit more better in my opinion. It's just the situations he's not usable, it's like there's no point in using him.
Yeah. He's definitely situational based, while Bonsly is more
you can use him anywhere.
Based. Yeah, he's more versatile. So yeah, I totally get that. Yeah, I mean, that's... You got any other topics to bring up, or...?
We can bring up some of the other cards. Bombardier. Hidden Gem.
Yeah, he's definitely Hidden Gem.
-1 energy retreat cost. He's a free X speed per turn.
Yeah, I pulled the gold Celebi. I pulled the gold Celebi and I got disappointed because it wasn't Bombardier. I don't use Celebi, but I use Bombardier, and I was like, man, why couldn't you be Bombardier?
I like Celebi too. Celebi's pretty good.
I just don't have any grass decks for it. I use them in because I don't use Mega Subtile.
You don't need them in a grass deck. It's for any Pokemon.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You can put him in a Dragonite deck with instead of memory lights. You can put him in the Flagon deck.
You know what? I might put him in my Flagon deck because of that.
Yeah, so he's not bad. He's not bad. I was thinking I've been messing around with Celebi. I put him in Mega Sceptile. I put him in my Embor deck because like Embor, like sometimes if you go first, it's a little too late to do that self ramp. So then I'll Rare Candy Evolve and then use Celebi's ability to do the self ramp and hopefully have Victini just in case I do Tails. But that deck is not that good. It relies on a lot.
Yeah.
But he's definitely very good. Celebi is also another hidden gem for sure.
Yeah. I need another one then. I thought I had 2 of them, but I do not.
Victini is another hidden gem. Absolutely love Victini.
Yeah. He's definitely good.
But it's only for fire Pokemon. So I can't think of any other fire Pokemon that need a coin flip other than Moltres and Embor. Oh. That's a good idea.
Another one that needs coin flips for energy. Who's the other one? Typhlosion for burn. No, wait, his is automatic. Never mind.
Yeah.
Shoot, I can't think of anyone either, other than those 3. And
what about what do you think of the Urshifus? Good or disappointment?
I'm disappointed. I thought he was going to be good. I really hoped he was going to be good. I was like, that's another one of my favorite Pokemon. And it was a disappointment. And I'm kind of upset about it. Like, sure, yeah, you know, it's water and fighting type. You can use Karina with him. You can use the stadium with him. But in order for... Where is he?
Oh my god, I never thought about using those with them.
Oh yeah, but in order for okay, never mind. They're not bad. I take it back.
Yeah, they're not bad.
They're not bad. I don't know what I'm talking about. The only thing is, you know, I like the dark one more than I like the water one.
Same.
Sure, you're hitting, you know, the bench with the water one, but the dark one's gonna do more damage. And if I'm using the stadium plus the Karina, that's 130, 160 damage.
It's pretty good.
It's not bad.
Yeah, the only problem with these two guys is the HP being only 120. It's not much to work with. With a giant cape, the Rapid Strike Urshifu is a little bit better, but even the Darkness one, he's pretty good with the giant cape. However, it's still gonna get one-shotted by Mega Sceptile, because Mega Sceptile I see all over the place. It's definitely gonna be in ranked. So the Darkness one's not gonna be usable for ranked. Without a giant cape, it's still gonna get one-shotted by Hydreigons.
Well, even with the giant cape, Mega Sceptile's gonna one-shot him because weakness. He's weak to grass.
Yeah, so that's why even with the giant cape, the Darkness one's useless. The water one with the Teal Mask Ogerpon on the bench is a little bit better. It can last a hit, but what's the point? It's 40 damage, it's not gonna do anything to Mega Sceptile.
Yeah.
So they're not bad, just not great. It's kind of like Parasol Lady.
Yeah.
And then cards I haven't even touched. Zekrom, flip a coin. If Tails, this does 30 damage to itself. Don't see a point in that. Not really.
No. He's got a pretty cool full art card. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Forgot about that one.
I did pull that one. There it is. I do like this card a lot. It's pretty dope.
Cool. Oh, what about Malamar? Have you tried out Malamar yet?
I have not tried out Malamar, but I've definitely been up against it. Ain't that right?
How was that? How was that experience?
Fuck you.
What did I use it against you?
Yes.
Oh shit! Was it this past live viewer battle Saturday?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, I don't remember using it against you.
Yeah, I used Mega Lucario.
Oh, and you couldn't evolve?
Yep, I couldn't evolve, and you're like, oh, that's GG. I'm like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I like Malamar. He just doesn't do. He's also pretty situational, but he's more situational than Badu. You know, like a lot of people are using evolution decks nowadays. Like, this deck is not gonna work against a Snorlax deck. It's not gonna work against Dark Tina. It's not gonna work against an Arceus deck. Unless it's Arceus Crobat, but still, like, most people are using Ramp, Arceus, and then it just one-shots Malamar.
Yeah.
So, but against, like, other decks, Entei Charizard's gonna be pretty good. Lucario decks are gonna be pretty good. Sceptile decks is gonna be pretty decent. Unless they have Teal Mask Ogerpon, they can just charge up the Teal Mask Ogerpon and one-shot the Malamar. Yeah. So, against a lot of decks, it's pretty usable.
Yeah.
Just the only problem is getting them up fast enough so you can stop them from evolving. Because if you go second, it's most likely too late. A lot of people go, like, use Pokeball, throw tools, stadiums, copycat, then they got everything they need by turn 2. Yeah. So I think you need to go first, and you need to have like a baby Pokemon to make this guy usable. And then I actually did have one topic I wanted to bring up.
Okay.
What do you think is more advantageous nowadays? Going first or going second?
With the decks that I use, I prefer to go second now. I 100% want to go second now instead of going first. Sure, I can't evolve first, but I need to stack energy faster now. With Mega Lucario, with Hitmonlee, with everybody else I'm using, I need to go first. Now, if I'm using my Zoroark deck, I need to go first. You know, second's fine. You know, I can still evolve with that ability, but first is definitely preferred with that deck. But it's kind of situational based, but second right now is what I need to be.
Like, I've been finding myself in some pretty sticky situations. Like, when the game first came out, going second was the better move because you can slap an energy down first. But now with like copycat and baby Pokemon, I feel like going second is always a disadvantage. Like, they always have like a baby Pokemon to ramp up their Pokemon get set, or they have Igglybuff, Darkrai, and then like on top of that, they always put down all their cards and then just copycat you. And versus, like, I would have an advantage going second if they weren't set up, but now it's kind of too late. They're set up even if I do get first energy. Like, they got their stadiums and everything, Pokeballs, the whole 9 yards, copycat. And then they put down more Pokeballs after they copycat, more tools and stuff. Now I have a copycat in my hand, and nothing to use besides the copycat, but they only have 2 cards in their hand thanks to them putting down Pokeball tools and their own copycat and their stadium. So basically, if I use this copycat, I'm hurting myself now if I use copycat. So it almost feels like it's more of an advantage to go first, even if you have a deck that needs to put down energy and no baby Pokemon on the front, you know?
Yeah.
So I just feel like every time I go second, it's just an advantage for my opponent. They just use copycats and everything. Like, and I can't do anything in my turn, you know? So, I low-key think, like, right now with copycats and everything, going first is more of an advantage. What do you think?
Yeah. I think you definitely, because I run into the same problem sometimes with going second, but I still feel like that I have the better chance of going second than I do first. I'd say 8 out of 10 times, you know. I have a better chance of winning going second than I do going first. Unless I'm up against a Hydreigon deck. Going up against them, I prefer to go first. But going second against them, whoever I have in the front is getting erased, you know. So it's another one of those situational based issues.
Yeah,
you know,
I just don't like going second anymore because I can't play my Pokeballs, I can't play my Rocky Helms, I can't play my Poison Barbs, and I'm just left with a nice 4-card hand that they just can copycat and then attack on top of that with an Igglybuff or a Tyrogue or something.
Yeah. Now, what do you mean by you can't use your Rocky Helms?
Oh, because I'm going second if they have an Igglybuff or something.
Oh, okay.
Like I would prefer to put a Rocky Helm on before they can attack or something, or a Poison Barb before they can attack. So then they're dead by the time their next turn comes up.
Yeah.
Especially if I have a Nihilego on the bench.
Yeah. That makes sense now. I understand it now. All right. I get that. I totally get that because I've been screwed over a couple times because of Igglybuff, Darkrai. But then again, that was because of my own head. I was like, all right, he's going to put me to sleep, but I have this Pokemon, so I'll wake up. And then I realized, oh, wait, you're going second. You didn't go first. And I'm like, flip heads, please. But I didn't flip heads, and I ended up having to heal so I could stay alive another turn, which kind of sucked, but it is what it is.
And then you can't evolve, so it's looking like you're still going to lose that front Pokemon going second.
Well, yeah. That was the issue I had. It was like, I can't evolve, and now I'm screwed.
Yeah, so that's a problem, I feel like is pretty high right now. Going second, you can't evolve and survive another Igglybuff Darkrai ability to hit.
Yeah. No, that kind of sucks. I still prefer to go second.
Okay. Well, we'll let the audience in the clips and stuff like that decide. What do you guys think is most advantageous, going first or second nowadays? With all the baby Pokemons, copycats, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, I can't wait to see their opinions.
Yeah, for real. But that's pretty much it. We can go on and on about more trash cards, but we can save that for the next podcast. We've been going on long enough.
Yeah. All right. Well, once again, I am Pixel Shep over on TikTok and YouTube, as well as Pixel Shop 1 over here on Twitch. Make sure you guys drop a follow so that way you guys get notified when we go live on any platform, as well as when we post new videos. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to Squall. He can tell you the rest of his links.
Yep. And I'm Squall Rush. Got the link tree in my bio from wherever you're watching from. If you want to follow my other platforms, please do. Hit 1,000 subs on YouTube. So now my next goal is to get monetized. Just need the watch hours. So please help me out with that. I'd be greatly appreciated of that. Gonna be posting my Mega Heracross deck pretty soon. Probably when you see this, it will probably already be posted. I don't think I needed to do much editing with this podcast, so a lot of the cards we did show I do have up on display, so I probably will just post this right away. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than that, check out my other videos. I do post a lot of Pokemon TCG Pocket Deck videos on YouTube, and I'm starting to dip my toes in the Pokemon Champions, so I'm gonna be posting some content there. And that's pretty much my stuff. So check me out on YouTube, TikTok, streaming on Twitch and TikTok and YouTube, and Rumble too. But not many people know about Rumble or are into Pokemon TCG Pocket stuff on Rumble. So definitely the other
Make sure you follow
platforms.
this man.
Yes.
Go watch his videos. Get him monetized. He needs it. He's a great guy, you know?
Thank you. And then make sure you guys sorry, check out my partner over here.
You want to do the fusion thing? Oh, shit.
Fusion. Huh.
Yeah, we're huge Dragon Ball fans, if you guys haven't told. So, actually, I do want to bring up something real quick. When Xenoverse 3 comes out, I am binge playing that. You better be my fucking partner through that game. I swear to God. Oh my God, I can't wait for that game, man. So, all right, y'all. Catch y'all next 2 weeks, 1 week, what have you, every other Tuesday. I'll be live again tomorrow, hopefully, because my route tomorrow is ridiculous. I'm going to need y'all to cheer me up. So, I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Deuces, peeps.